thought this was downloading it, but I didn't realize you had to download more. So I can't get any. I got the paper copy.
Looked like it was downloading.
Well, look, it says.
It's to the point now where banks
It says it's downloading, but it's also saying the network's not available. So. I got the paper copies. Now next time I'll know that when you go to here,
Yeah.
you got to scan for
Yeah.
which I didn't.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
The council meeting for the city of Vandalia for December 1st is now called to order. The first thing on our agenda is a moment of reflection, followed by a pledge of allegiance to the flag. Would you please stand for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Council, in your packets, you have had the opportunity to look over the minutes for our council workshop of November the 17th, and also our council meeting minutes of that was November the 17th, and our council meeting minutes of November the 17th. Are there any changes or corrections to be done? Seeing none, will those stand approved? We have no communication, petitions, or awards this evening, nor do we have any public hearing. And that brings us to our agenda item for comments from interested citizens. And if indeed you would like to make comment to the council, would you please come to the podium, state your name and your address for our records, and give us your comment. Ladies?
Good evening. I'm Donna Shirley, 209 Skyview Drive here in Vandalia. I've been a resident of Vandalia since 1961. I am the co-chairman-elect of the advisory committee at the Vandalia Senior Center. And to my left here is Joyce Mason. She's the treasurer-elect for the upcoming advisory committee. It has come to our attention that the hours of the director of the Vandalia Senior Citizen, Kelly Lindquist, have been cut back to 28 hours. On behalf of the advisory committee-elect, we are here to enlighten you as to the countless hours Kelly puts in to make the center a friendly place for members to interact with others. Seniors need interaction as much as children do. The city has numerous activities at the rec center and so forth for the youth of the area, and the senior center needs to do the same for our seniors in the area. Vandalia Senior Center is one of the best, if not the best, in the Dayton metropolitan area. Our center is a vibrant, extremely active center, and that has contributed to the hard work that Kelly puts in. She has engaged numerous seminars, classes, accumulated the support of many vendors and retirement facilities in the area. She has gained the support of a 22-member advisory committee to be elected this month. We honestly believe the position should be reinstated to a full-time position as it has been in the past. The membership and the activities have grown in the past 2 years since Kelly has been aboard. I know from previous experience that Ms. Setzer has occasionally attended dinners and other activities at the center over the years, and we invite the rest of council and the city manager to stop by and see what we're all about. You too will soon be looking for those senior activities to partake in.
Good evening. My name is Joyce Mason. My address is 7130 Keeneland Drive, Dayton, Ohio. I am actually in Butler Township. I spent 7 years as the club treasurer of the club, and I am currently, as Donna said, treasurer-elect of the advisory committee. I'd just like to give members of council some background information regarding the center and the club associated with the center. We truly believe your proposal to reduce the hours of the coordinator will damage the vibrancy of the center and reduce membership. Our club over the years has given thousands of dollars to the city to help maintain the center. To name a few, $21,600 for equipment and parking lot in 1985, $3,000 for half the cost of the alarm system, $25,000 toward the addition to build the addition in 1993, $5,000 to the sports complex for equipment, $8,400 for audio and projection system. I have 2 pages of other items of lesser value that we have donated to the center, and 4 pages of donations we have made to city services, the Vandalia Food Pantry, youth sports teams at the Recreation Center, scholarships to graduating seniors, and various charities. In October of 2011, the club membership approved to cease collecting dues, and instead, members would pay a corresponding fee to the city. This was done voluntarily by our club. In the past 2 years, it has amounted to over $10,000 a year. There has already been over $4,000 collected towards the renewals for 2015. This is money we gave to the city willingly to help support the center. I'm afraid that if the council's recommendation goes through, we will have a difficult time getting the members' approval for further purchases for the senior center. There is a lot of trepidation among the active members who are concerned about what is going to happen when the center that is currently open 35 hours a week and the coordinator can only work 28. Will it be closed one day? Will it be open 5 days for fewer hours? What programs and/or activities will be discontinued? The center is vital to a lot of seniors. It gets them out of the house, gives them the socialization that is critical for good health. And for some, it is a place where they can get a full course meal for a minimal charge. We hope the council will reconsider your decision in regard to the coordinator's hours. After my statement, I would like to present to each of you a copy of a calendar of events from a couple of newsletters from this year. And you will see with all the activities that it is truly a full-time job. More than 700 members pay the access fee to the city. If programs and/or activities are cut, that will hurt the seniors who rely on our center for friendship, enjoyment, and varied leisured activities to enhance their quality of life. Kelly Lundquist is a Vandalia resident. Her daughters, I believe, graduated from Vandalia, and she is an avid supporter of the city of Vandalia. You will never find a more dedicated, caring person, and we would hate to lose her. It would be a great loss to the senior center, the Parks and Recreation Department, and the city of Vandalia. Kelly's mission statement, which is posted at the center, states, "To encourage and promote the use of the facility and services to grow, bond, learn, and share in the ever-changing moments of life." Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Can I bring these?
Oh, certainly, certainly, yes, please. I know, I get them all the time. Thank you, though.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. City Manager's report. The information items, we have none. However, we do have some action items. Mr. Brizzi? Thank you. And what, do I have a motion from council?
I move that we accept the application from Edgar Rapp to appoint him to the Public Art and Vandalia Committee.
Thank you.
Second.
It's been moved by Vice Mayor Farr, second by Councilman Lewis, that we do accept the appointment of Edgar Rapp to the Public Art in Vandalia Committee. Any comments from anyone? Seeing none, would you please call the roll?
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Brusman,
Yes.
Councilmember Ehlers, Councilmember Blakesley,
Yes.
Councilmember Gerhard,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Fars,
Yes.
Mayor Stetzer.
Yes, and the motion carries 7-0. We have no old business, but we do have a resolution, 14-R-70. Mr. McDonald, by title only, please.
Resolution 14R70, a resolution approving the final plat of Stone Quarry Crossings, Section 8.
Thank you, Mr. Cruzy.
Thank you, Your Honor. Again, in 2013, City Council adopted Resolution 13R60 that authorized an option to purchase and real estate sales agreement with Nimers and Woody and Mack for the purchase of an additional 3.4 plus or minus acres at Stone Quarry Crossings. Again, this plat would create a 3.307 acre lot at the northwest corner of Peters Pike and Fieldstone Way that would allow for the completion of that purchase option.
Thank you. Do I have a motion?
Make a motion that we approve Resolution 14R70.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilman Blakesley, second by Vice Mayor Farr, that we do approve Resolution 14-R-70. Comments? Seeing none, would you please call the roll?
Councilmember Brusman,
Yes.
Councilmember Ehlers, Councilmember Blakesley,
Yes.
Councilmember Gerhard,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Fars,
Yes.
Mayor Stetzer.
Yes, and the motion passes 7-0. We have an ordinance in its first reading, and that is 14-33. By title only, please, Mr. McDonald.
1433, an ordinance to revise appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the City of Vandalia, Montgomery County, Ohio during the calendar year ending December 31, 2015, and declaring an emergency.
Okay, do I have a motion? Or, Mr. Cruzy, was there anything you'd like to say about that one?
Sure, I always have something to say.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We talked about it in the workshop.
Yeah, this ordinance would amend 2014 appropriations, and it would increase appropriations in the Police Continuing Professional Training Fund by $2,320.
Oh, I read the wrong one.
I'm sorry.
Your Honor, I read the wrong thing there.
Thank you.
I just realized that, and Missy was trying to give me the heads up there. This was ordinance in the first reading, an ordinance to revise appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the City of Vandalia, Montgomery County during calendar year ending December 31, 2014, and amending ordinance 13-7. This is the supplement.
Thank you. I was a little confused there too myself, so
I'm very sorry about that.
that's fine. We got it rectified, and now we're ready to go with Mr. Cruzy.
Okay, yeah, so this ordinance, again, it would amend 2014 appropriations in the Police Continuing Professional Training Fund by an additional $2,320, and that's to recognize the revenue that's received from the Ohio Attorney General's office and also appropriate those funds for the continuing professional training within the police department.
Okay, do I have a motion?
I move that we approve ordinance 14-33 as read.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilman Ayler, second by Councilman Bressman, that we do approve ordinance 14-33 as read. Any comments from anyone? Seeing none, would you please call the roll?
Councilmember Ehlers,
Yes.
Councilmember Blakesley,
Yes.
Councilmember Gerhard,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Brusman,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Fars,
Yes.
Mayor Stetzer.
Yes, and the motion carries 7-0. We have the ordinance 14-34 by title only, please.
Okay, this was the one that I was
Yes.
reading last time. An ordinance to make appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the City of Vandalia, Ohio during calendar year ending December 31, 2015, and declaring an emergency.
Thank you, Mr. Cruzy.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Again, this ordinance adopts the 2015 appropriation budget for the City of Vandalia. Total appropriations are $45,490,071. Again, this ordinance also implements the changes that were made by City Council During your November 24th budget review workshop, council also held workshops to review the proposed budget on November 10th, November 11th, and November 13th.
Okay, thank you. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve ordinance 14-34. Second.
I have a motion from Councilman Bressman, second by Councilman Ayers, that we do approve ordinance 14-34. Any comments or questions before Mr. Cruzy has his opportunity to say something?
I was just going to clarify that the approval of these ordinances are to move them into the second reading. Even though they are emergency ordinances, they are not being adopted tonight. They're just being moved to the next meeting, at which point they would be adopted as emergencies for immediate effect.
Okay, thank you.
Wanted to make sure everybody understood
Feels like
that.
you're reading my mind, or that I connect, okay. Because I just had that question.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Cruzy? Anything? Any additional?
Nothing additional unless you want me to review the changes council made to the proposed budget.
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Okay. Are we all on the same page now? Okay, and I have a motion from Councilman Bressman, second by Councilman Ayers, and discussion has been had, so would you please call the roll?
Councilmember Blakesley?
Yes.
Councilmember Gerhard?
Yeah.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Councilmember Bressman?
Yes.
Councilmember Ayers?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Fars?
Yes.
Mayor Setzer?
Yes, and the motion carries 7-0. We have an ordinance in its second reading this evening, and that is 14-32 by title only, please.
Excuse me, ordinance 1432, an ordinance approving a major amendment for the property located at 922 Brindlestone Drive and owned by Bo Townsend in the RS4 district with a PUD overlay.
Thank you. Mr. Cruzy?
Thank you, Your Honor. Again, Bo Townsend is requesting a variance from the front yard setback at 922 Brindlestone Drive to allow the construction of a covered front porch that will have a 23-foot front yard setback where a 30-foot setback is required. The applicant argues that there are various houses on Brindlestone Drive that were originally built with front porches. However, his house was not. The Planning Commission found that this issue creates a hardship that the homeowner did not create, and they voted 4-0 to recommend approval.
Thank you. Since this is an ordinance in its second reading, I will open a public hearing for it. And if there's anyone in the audience who would like to make comment about this, please come to the podium, state your name and address for our records, and make your comment. Seeing none, I will close the public hearing and ask for a motion.
I'll make a motion that we approve ordinance 1434 as read.
It's been moved by Councilman Blakesley, second by Vice Mayor Fars, that we do approve ordinance 14-32 in its second reading. Are there
Point
any
of
other?
order, I think you said 1434, and I believe it's 1432.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, yes, 1432.
And
Second.
you
Okay,
okay.
Matt.
That's all right.
I don't know where I came up with
Are we all straight now with that? Okay, great. Are there any other
that.
comments?
That's how I saw.
So we are voting on the second reading of ordinance 1432.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Will you please call the roll?
I'm kind of afraid. Councilmember Gerhard?
Yeah.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Councilmember Bressman?
Yes.
Councilmember Ayers?
Yes.
Councilmember Blakesley?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Fars?
Yes.
Mayor Setzer?
Yes, and the motion passes 7-0. There are no emergency ordinances, and that brings us to the reports from boards and commissions, which you've had an opportunity to look at, and that would be the Cultural Arts Committee minutes of October the 21st, the Civil Service Commission minutes of November the 11th, the Planning Commission minutes of November the 11th, the Board of Zoning Appeals minutes of November the 12th. Are there any comments about those? Seeing none, we then go to council comments, starting with Mr. McDonald. Mr. Cruzy?
Your Honor, I have two items this evening. Again, it's your workshop meeting on the 24th. Council reviewed the Kroger sign variance. I think council requested that the Planning Commission review the city's regulations for attached business signage. Again, we went back and did some research, and council has 45 days from the day that the BZA reviewed the case to make a decision. Again, that 45 days expires, I believe, December 27th. Council's last meeting prior to that is December 15th. So again, we will need to do something with that at Council's December 15th meeting. We are scheduled before the Planning Commission on December 9th to review, again, Vandalia's attached signage regulations. I've done some research, put together some information on some of the surrounding communities, what their signage requirements are. So we'll discuss that with the Planning Commission on December 9th. Now, I can't guarantee you that the Planning Commission is going to make a recommendation, but again, we're going to discuss it with the 9th. Hopefully, we can get a recommendation from them. But council will need to do something with that variance request at your December 15th meeting. So.
Thank you. Anything
And,
else?
yeah, one more item. The intersection of Dixie Drive and East Alkaline Springs Road is scheduled to be closed this Wednesday, again, December 3rd. After school gets in session, that intersection is going to be closed for 3 days. They're going to be doing some excavation, getting some asphalt in, Mr. Cron guarantees me, and it's scheduled to be open sometime Friday afternoon. So they have coordinated that with the school district, and notices have been sent out to the school, and I've seen something in the paper and on the website. So it's going to be closed for 2.5 to 3 days and hopefully get that area completed. Yes, sir.
I received one of those one call nows from the principal on my way over here
Yes.
tonight, and he indicated in that the road would be closed prior to school opening.
Okay.
You might want to check that because it will be a real cluster if he advised the parents and everybody to drop students still off to the south, but not use the Dixie Alkaline exit,
Well-
wanting them to come through, I guess, Farrell and through the subdivision.
It's going to be closed at the beginning of school for Thursday and Friday.
It is.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's going to be closed continuously.
They're gonna let the rush traffic in Wednesday morning and then close it.
Close it.
It'll be closed continuous.
Yeah.
Through the.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Very good.
Yeah. So, even if they
Can't
get
be
in and out
avoided.
okay Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday will be a challenge.
Very good.
That's all I have.
Okay, thank you. Councilman Blakesley.
Nothing tonight, thank you.
Councilman Lewis.
Only one item would be the Christmas tree lighting on December the 7th. So I guess that's this coming Sunday. Would entreat all the residents to attend that if they so desire. It's a lot of fun, and I've enjoyed it for years, and I would entreat everybody to attend.
Thank you. Councilman Bressman.
No comments tonight.
Councilman Ayers.
None here, thank you.
Councilman Gerhardt.
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
Vice Mayor Farce.
Nothing this evening, thank you.
And I have nothing, and so this meeting is adjourned.